missing limbs, or even with burned features, likely from being too close to the explosion. Considering how I'd only just been making my way away from the control platform, I'd gotten off quite lucky. My mind raced back to the last time I saw Kabir, who'd only increased the drill's capacity at my prodding. Where was he? Had I caught? I couldn't help but feel responsible for the catastrophe and for destroying any chances of staying the Krev's hand. Where is Kabir? I pleaded to Charisse, feebly tugging at her hand. Her eyes swelled with water. Kabir was killed almost instantly. They're still pulling bodies from the wreckage, but his death has been confirmed. I'm sorry, Taylor. No, I killed him. How many people are dead? This isn't your. How many? Mayor Hathaway lowered his head. 10, 36 more injured with a third in critical condition. I killed all of them. I never meant for any of this to happen. Kabir didn't deserve this. He was a good engineer, someone who really cared about the people using our tech, and he's gone. He's fucking gone. I just wanted to save our home, and now we're for sure going to lose this place. The only home we ever knew. Fuck. The beeps from the heart rate monitor quickened as grief manifesting as anger threatened to consume me. Brandon Hathaway and Charisse Benson looked on with concern, both exchanging glances with each other. I was surprised the mayor wasn't chewing me out. When all of these deaths traced back to my one reckless decision, he must be beyond disappointed when I'd failed him and all of humanity in such a horrendous way. While I was happy to fall on my sword, I was livid at the Krev for forcing us to push ourselves with such cold, calculated rigidity. Those xenofucks didn't care about us at all. They were the reason that I had killed my friend. We can't mine less bodies, no drill. We're so fucked. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I really didn't. Taylor? Charisse implored me, noticing that I was short of breath. It was an accident. Nobody blames you. I squeezed my eyes shut. I blame me. Kabir warned me that it was past the safety limits, and I told him to push it just a bit further. I didn't listen, because I didn't want the Krev to take our fucking home. I thought it'd be fine. I did. There's no fixing it now. Mayor, if you need a scalp for this, I won't fight you. Mayor Hathaway slumped his shoulders. You're right that there's no fixing the drill, but I'm not benching my star player in the 9th inning. If it's anyone's fault, it's mine for ordering you to do whatever it took and dangling a carrot in front of your nose. We both should have seen that there was no producing anything faster. I shouldn't have agreed to give them double in the first place. Charisse was right. I negotiated with absolutely zero backbone. You have good instincts, son. You have a lot of ambition and charm, too. Back on Earth, you would have made something of yourself. You'd be a company executive, a politician, some kind of leader. You're a natural at taking charge and reading people, so I see no reason you weren't right about the Krev. Anyone with half a mind knows they've just been looking for as flimsy of a reason as they can find to push us out. And now they will. Kabir died for nothing. I could have found another way. I could have warned the miners, like he said, so they'd had a chance to clear out. Charisse tilted her head. You probably could have. Our situation could be worse, though. I might have disagreed with what you've done, but nah, you did it. We fight the Krev, and a lot more good people die than who's lying here now. You think the damn militia and a few security officers can stand up to them? I know they can't, and so do I. That's why I'm going to go out there and have a chat, man to man, when Gress shows up in an hour, Hathaway said. Wait, has it already been 3 days? I've been out that fucking long? You have. We were worried about you. Glad you came to before I've got to trek out there. I'm going to tell him the truth about the accident and plead for a reprieve. They did display sympathy for us when we first came here, so maybe we can convince them to give us time. If it comes to it, though, we're just going to leave. There'll be no fighting them. I don't know if we have it in us to start all over again, but it's the only choice. I snorted with bitterness. The people will be thrilled about that. The people will call it a feckless move, but at least they'll be around to spit their criticism. Nobody can take a look at their warships and think we can win. We stay because they allow it. I'm not sure I'll be able to persuade the Krev to grant us mercy like you. I don't quite have your knack for smooth talking, Taylor. I've still got to try. I can handle it. Let me talk to Gress, sir. I need to do this after my part in this mess. Absolutely not. Dr. Adebayo wants you to rest. You just awakened from being out cold for days, Charisse protested. I'm fine now. You can be right there to help me, Charisse. And if I can't make it, we'll turn right back around. Mayor Hathaway can come too, if he wants to remember what sunlight looks like. Ah, the joys of being human. Hathaway hesitated, squinting at me. You shouldn't be going anywhere, but I won't deny that I need you. I haven't been topside in some time, so I think I'll stay here and stand by in case anything is needed. You sure you're up for this, Taylor? I am, sir. Just put that blasted mask on and we'll be going. Charisse placed a gentle hand on my shoulder, steadying me as I forced myself to sit upright. Her eyes darkened with disapproval at the mayor's agreement. But the mayor was right. Attempting to plead with the Krev and stop them from taking away our sanctuary was the least I could do. Now wasn't the time for me to be sidelined and for Gress to be introduced to someone new. The security guards squinted as I struggled to steady myself, with a ringing in my ears that drove me insane. It was as though I could still feel the explosion rattling my eardrums and remember landing with my nose down in the dirt. Pull yourself together, Taylor. It's a few minutes of walking to the elevator from here, straight through the common area, and another to the landing pad. The only way to stop people from considering me a Krev bootlicker is to stand up to them and not to bend over so they can take our homes. I won't let them. Not after good people died over their stupid fucking rocks. Mayor Hathaway pursed. I know you feel bad about all this, Taylor, but this is just the cherry on top for our entire voyage. I'm not in any way upset with you, and you don't need to prove anything. Call me a senile old man, but it really feels like the universe is out to get us. There's nothing out there that's come easy to us. This is just the newest hurdle. It's not within your power to stop the endless tribulations. I hate the Krev, sir. That's the only thing I need to keep me going, I murmured. Don't we all? Play nice to their faces, especially now. Whatever you do, do not go. Remember what's at stake here. Getting kicked out is a lot better than having our doors kicked in. We can't piss them off. If you can't stop them from booting us out, buy us as much time as you can to come up with a plan. I understand. That's all we've been doing. Buying time for all we know, this is the safest place in the galaxy for us. We always knew it might come to this. The Krev told us up front that it was a temporary arrangement, and Lord knows we've tried to make it otherwise. Our pleas will probably fall on deaf ears. They hate us like every other alien race, Charisse commented.